praises to the Tanzania Mazulu. Welcome. Ingeta. Let us pray. Tanzania Mazulu Tata, O powerful God. Father, we are here, humble in front of you, to hear your voice, to hear your message, to hear your Holy Spirit. Tanzania, unite us in power and strength and wisdom. Show us your ways, because we are in the end of days and we have to find out how to make it, how to be glorified, purified, how to be good, and how to deliver our people and ourselves to the zombie. Even if evil comes to us, we know that nothing will happen to us because you are with us. There's a lot of things going on, Father. But as we wake up, we are praising you because we know that you are our strength and our hold. Thank you for the message for today. Open the people's ears and let them understand. Ingeta. No. Yinga, 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 yinga. All praises to the Most High. Let us wake up. Siemi family, yingi kino. One more time to the Bantus and to the non-Bantus, to everyone that follows us. This topic from today will be a very hard topic, especially for those who are non-Bantus, which means those who Tatanzambi has separated from the tribes of Isolale. And but understanding, the pure understanding, the truth, the full understanding about how the things really is. I think that's very important. From my experiences, from what I know, is that we black men, we love, women's that are very open, women's that love to do everything that we black men love to do, are very open, especially if it comes to things. Then there's another thing that black man really loves is, uh, if he's a smart man, he loves to have someone beside him that also pushes him forward. And and then we have this issue that the world put us in. We, as black people, we mostly think that white people or white color is superior. And if we have if we have a white woman or a white man, they will treat us better and they will be, they will help us because it's for women's and men's the same. For women's, I can say different kinds of things: violent men's that doesn't like to work, you know. Then there are women's are like, no, I don't want a man, I want a man from another nation. And in the midst of all this, we have love. Okay, there's nothing that is stronger than love. Love happens, it happens. The only thing is, you can have 5 black childs in your house, and then you have one Chinese or one Mexican, or one white, this one child will say that he is superior than the others. No one knows why, but the Most High does. And today we're going to understand where this comes from, why it is like this, and why it is always very dangerous, yeah, to marry, to do an interracial marriage. That's why we know that blood is thicker than water. We know that the spirit of the Most High is also stronger than flesh, yeah, which means that when the spirit of the Most High is with someone, who can say no? Who can say no? You know, if the Most High say this man keeps the commandment, this man does that things that he has to do, and he walks with the Most High, no one can show a finger on this man and say, no, you are the devil or whatever, what, because he's not. So we are not here to judge, but we are here to explain. Oh, someone says the connection is very bad. This is also what I'm seeing here. I don't know why in this house the connection is so bad. So is the connection so bad? I don't know what's going on. The connection here is showing us it is unstable. It's going up and down. And I don't know why. Can you hear me? A conexão aqui nessa casa não tá nada bom. Esse router aqui tem que se mudar. Quando eu vou vir próxima vez, tem que meter zap. Can you hear me? Yes. And how is the connection? Is going up and down, or what's happening? Can you hear me loud and clear? Is everything okay? Yeah, you see, that's really bad. That's the last 3, 4, 5, 6 messages. The connection is so bad. I'm even here now in my living room, not in my office. You cut out sometimes. Yes, up and down. Good. I can't do anything against it. Not always clear. My goodness. So now I will try this one here. So let me try like this. Okay, wait. Good. I'm coming. It was better before. I had always good connection, but now, hard. Okay, let's go. I'm so sorry. Okay, that's Africa. Normally, my connection was always very good, but now the last times really, and now I'm really trying to go deeper. And this is a very important message. So now, good. Let us start. I think you can hear me. Good. Um, okay, let us go a little bit. Here it is. Now, they considered themselves white, but DNA tests told a more complex story. As Americans take advantage of genetic testing to pinpoint the makeup of DNA. Technology is coming head to head with countries' deep-rooted obsession with race and racial myth. This is perhaps no more true for the growing number of self-identified European Americans who learn they are actually African. Those are surprised by the new information can often set in motion a complicated we are liberation of how they view their identity. Okay, great. Let me go to this part here. These are black Germans. And we know from Germany, Russians, huh? You have Holland, Belgium, you have the Anglo Saxons, the English, okay? And from there, the Americans, right? White, okay? They went from England to America. So these are one family. One family. We're talking about one family. Many people cannot get their minds around the idea that our genetically challenged albinos people that we blacks created could have gone renegade on us after spending millions in of years in Central Asia. So they foolishly inbred among themselves, creating a new albino race rather than mating with blacks, which would have produced just more mulattoes. And then they not only genocide us, their creators, after they entered Europe, but they repeated the process to varying degrees of in the Americas, Australia, East Asia, Oceania, and even Africa. Lucky for us, we still outnumber them 5-1 worldwide. Filipinos are a greedy and murderous bunch. How long will those numbers hold, especially since some families produce more albino offspring than normal offspring? Okay, now to cover up their defective nature and monstrous deeds, the albinos created an elaborate fake history of themselves and their creators, us black people. But in their fake histories, it is they who are original men and creators of civilization and religions, and we black are lesser involved humanoids best suited for servitude and slavery. And with huge numbers of fake artifacts and texts. In industry, really, the exhibits and logical exercises that follow are intended as aid to those confused by fake albino created histories. And as a really exercise, find an albino or a white man. If you're unconvinced, not mulatto, take off his hat and shirt, leaving him wearing only a kilt like the ancient Egyptians. Then send him out to work in the fields, anywhere in the world south of Monaco, France. See how long he lasts before the sun kills him. All original civilizations were below this latitude. Melanin has many functions. It is essential for full function Homo sapiens. Modern men, some albinos try to ignore this truth. Their skin cancer numbers is the result. So now, a little warning. I will go very deep, okay? A little warning for everyone that like my channel and wants to learn and he's white or something else. I warn you, I will go straight inside, okay? Because it's important to know knowledge is power, okay? And our people need this knowledge. That what we have heard here is the true story. You can go all over the world and you will always see that the civilizations before they became white were black. So the black man is the normal humoid, human, son of man, Muntu, Bantu, means you are a creation, the creator created you. Okay? Okay. And this is not what the nations are. They are mutants, a mutation. Okay? Aliens. Aliens is the right name that was given to them. Now, listen carefully. A Muntu is nearer than the other races. A Muntu is a son or a daughter of the Most High. It's easier for him to keep the commandments, to do that what his will. Everything that goes out of it, it is not easy to them to have the same frequencies. That's why you can also see they do not dance like you do. They don't have the same frequencies. They do not have the same level in running, in sports, in thinking. When you see them today, that they are so high developed, because there's one thing that the nations have. It's the evil. To do evil. Because the world was given to the nations. It was taken from us and it was given to the nations. But what did the nation do? The nation had never, ever another plan but to do evil. Evil, evil. And they have their own gods. Very important. They're like, oh yeah, we're talking to a Jehovah wickedness, and he starts, yeah, Jehovah is his name, and he loves everyone, black, Chinese, everything. And the black man's like, yeah, we're talking about the same God. Yeah, we're talking about the same God. Allah is the only God. No, because now telling them, do you know that we black people also, like Bilal in the Quran, what is his name? Muhammad, he fled to Somalia, okay? Somalia. So we're talking about colored people. That's why the Muslims don't talk about colors in their books. They will be like, no, we don't know you. You see? So there is no, oh, we are serving the same God. Not in religion. It doesn't exist. Because when we are talking about a God or someone that we call superpower, supernatural power that we worship, we have to know this power took us out from the nations to be a unique people unto him. This is something that we always have to know. Maybe we lived in Egypt with certain people. Maybe we scattered to different kinds of places, Mesopotamia, Iraq, or whatever, Northern Africa. But it doesn't mean that the Tanzambi did not start separating us and choosing people that will be serving him, that will have a pure blood, that he really wants to be his people. And still today he's doing the same. So now let us go deeper and find out what we have read here about albino race in the scripture before we are going to find out what Samson's story and all this other stuff. Okay, let us go deeper. I'm so sorry. This is so horrible. It never was. This is so bad. Okay. Okay. We read this. Okay, let me go to my page. Okay, let me go to my page. I have posted those things before. Okay, here it is. Now, but he went in and stood before his master, and Elisha said to him, "Whence comest thou, Gehazi?" And he said, "Thy servant went no whither." And he said to him, "Went mine heart with thee?" When the man turned again from his chariot to meet thee, is it a time to receive money and to receive garments and olive yards and vineyards and sheep and oxen and merchants and maid servants? The leprosy, therefore, of Naaman shall cleave unto thee and unto thy seed forever. And he went out from his presence, and a leper as white as snow. Okay, so sorry, my wife is talking. Said I'm here occupying her living room, so because of connection. So, brothers and sisters, greed, money, all these kinds of behaviors that we see from them today, this is what makes them white. We're talking about our own people. And I'm saying, out of my land. Saul, I don't want to see you. Take all your family with you. Out. And this is how these people left Africa. Okay? We're not talking about Southern America. We're not talking about Brazil here. We're talking about Africa. They left Africa to go to Europe, whatever. And they met other blacks. But where they go to Europe, they, they went to protect themselves, to hide. They multiplied themselves, and then that's what you see here. People that, they came with I can tell you, they intermarried with the dragon, saying, "Now it's time. We want your power, dragon. We are all yours." And then they came back powerful, with a lot of power. This is the scriptures, huh? And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow. You can't deny this, that these people were black. Okay, if someone in the Bible is a Jehovah Wickedness or a Catholic starts saying, "Oh yeah, Masa, Bible were white," where is it written? It's written that Masa's sister must be black because she became white as snow. And Tatanzambi said, forth more into him, put now thine hand into thy bosom. And he put his hand into his bosom. And when he took out his bosom, his hand, behold, his hand was leprous and snow. Now, here we have an example. Okay? Look at this. We're going a little bit deeper. That's why, especially if a black woman has a white man, it is almost impossible, or a Chinese or whatever, it is almost impossible to show them your spirituality or your beliefs of your forefathers. He will always demonize it. He will not believe. And if he's not believing, you are sleeping with him, you have his child with him. What are these people then? They are your enemies. Okay? Because if people that do not share the same spirit, this is where it starts. Look at this. If there be any flesh in the skin, whereof there is a hot burning, and a quick flash that burneth, have a white bright spot, somewhat reddish or white, then, okay, maybe you are not seeing it very well, the priest shall look upon it, and behold, if the hair in the bright spot be turned white, and it be in sign deeper than the skin, it is leprosy broken out of the burning. Wherefore the priest shall unclean. It is the plague of leprosy. And you can go to all Africa and you will find it. I had two people in Germany, and they had the same problem. The colors start become white. And what happened after that? They asked me as a priest, what can we do? Okay? And they didn't come. I wasn't the first person that they asked, because they went to several doctors, white doctors. And do you know what they said? It's normal. But they knew that here, all this part is becoming white. The hands was becoming white in this part here. They knew that this wasn't there before. Okay? We know that Nzambi goes always with generations. Generations to the 4 generations, before things can be changed. Okay, now we have this part here. Now let's read this part right here, because it's very important. And now thou, cursed from the earth, which had opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand, when thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength, and a fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be on earth. And Cain said unto Tatanzambi, my punishment is greater than I bear. Behold, thou hast driven me out of this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid, and be forgiven and a vagabond in the earth. And it shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me. See? So all these kinds of negative things happened to, we can also say our brothering or our sisters. Okay? This is what happened to them because Tatanzambi cursed them. People that doesn't have melanin, this is a curse. It is a sign to them that their forefathers were disobedient, that they are pagans. They are disobedience against the spirit of the Most High. they are not natural. Against nature, against humanity, against the normal circle of time. Therefore, thus said Tatanzambi, who deemed Abraham concerning the house of Jacob. Now look at this. This is why you saw the other woman said that they come from Africa. Right? This is here is the answer. Therefore, thus said Tatanzambi, who redeemed Abraham concerning the house of what? Jacob. Okay, we're not talking about Ham or whatever. Jacob, also Jacob. Jacob shall not now be ashamed, neither shall his face now wax pale. Okay, this is what you saw with Esau and whatever. When you go to Germany and all this, you will find out that the black Germans were black. Black. You had people from us also cursed and put out in other countries in the West. And that's why sometimes you hear people saying, yeah, we are the Israelites from what is the name? We are the Israelites from Russia. We are the Israelites from India. We are the Israelites from Oceania. We are the first Brazilians. Many of our people, okay, through history, different kinds of things happened to them, and they changed colors. The eyes changed, you know, the behaviors, the cults changed, and this is what you see here today. There's no magic behind it. All things is very well structured. It's history, and there's nothing that someone can come and delay it. It's undeniable. Only for people to know that Jacob is a white man today too. This is what you see here. Nicole Pursley, who grew up in Knoxville, was stunned to learn that she was African. Her youth could not have been whiter. In the 1970s and 80s, in her rural hometown, she went to school with farmers' kids who listened to the country music and sometimes made racist jokes. She was as racial, basically raised a southern white girl. So you can go on and on if you type where the white people come from, especially Germans. They hide more here and there. You will be shocked. These are things that you did not learn in school. Okay? These are things that they hide from you. That aliens that you want to find, it's the white man. It is the white man. Okay? But, like I have said, let us move forward. Let me see if it's still cracking, because my goodness, let me go back to Germany fast. Okay. Okay. Great. People are watching. Gamble. Hey, if you have some questions, yeah, you can ask. I know this is a very tough topic. Let's now enter into the story of Samson. Let us now enter into the story of Samson. One thing that we always see is that black men that are very successful used to take white women's. I have my cousin. I know what he's doing. What he does. He has always white women's. He's so funny if you say you have a new white woman. No, she's black. No, she's not. She's white. Okay. We had someone also came in from America. He said also, my wife is black. Maybe That's what I know from Latinos. They have, this is what I said. Also, Jacob became white. And there's another thing about this becoming white. I explained. It's the wars that the white people came with. It came with the intention to whiting out everything, all countries, all towns, all cities. And that's why many people have this white DNA in them. Undeniable. And this is where I have to say very clear. Yeah, for me, a moon too. Yeah, my blood heals. But people will know it very, very soon. This is where I said, if it comes to salvation, because of this mixing, there's a lot of mixings happen. It would be, we would be hypocrites if we say today, listen carefully, people, okay, must die, okay, which means what is with the mixed people? What is with the wicked people in Jacob? So the answer clears itself. Okay, because we Muntu, we have judges, we have angels of judgment here on earth teaching on YouTube, teaching, and they hate everything that is right or mixed. And I understand them completely. Everyone that grew up with certain circumstances in school and many different kinds of things happen to them in their lives, it have nothing to do with white people at all. Or other nations, because they know how to treat them. And this is a fact. It happens to everyone automatically, because you will always stick to your tribe automatically. Even if you go to jail, you can be the best friend. Your best friend can be this best friend will become your worst enemy. He has to go to this way, and you have to go to this way. This is how it is. A lion stays with the lions. Huh? A blackbird flies with the blackbirds. A green bird flies with the green birds. Okay? No, this is not how it is. Even in the time where we go, you will see that it will become a racial war. Racial war. It is in the scriptures, Habakkuk 2. Okay? Racial war. Now, brothers and sisters, when you see today that Moses, David, Samson, all of them wanted strange women's. After receiving strange women's, they speak also strange. Too. We are going very soon. We will see. I will kick one scripture after another, but now I just want to give you a little note. Also, the language changes. The color changes because it's your wife. I have explained to you something with the waters, with the vaccine. Everything that is with water, also with people, if they are together, okay, man and woman, the waters, there's some waters happening. Everything changes, mixes up. Okay, so it is a mixing happening there. What did Tatanzambe say? You are me or you are against me. There is nothing in the midst. And what did happen with David? What happened to David? When he saw this Hamitic woman. What happened to Solomon when he started dancing Dombolo with the strange women's? What happened to Samson? What happened? It the same thing. I had a white woman, a nice one. This is the thing what they wanted to do with Masa. Eh? I was like, wow, what is this? Prima Bella, Mami Wata, Mermaid, whatever, Seraphim. And I was, if you are a woman, and this woman is not a normal woman, I don't say that it is this happens to everyone, but if it comes to those people, who are skilled, who should be, normally I used to call them, normally they should be prophets. If they're singers or neither politicians or scientific people, normally they should do it for our people. But for our people, normally they should do it for the Most High. So to do something and to bring forth a good fruit that can really help us and bring peace. But all the and mostly the land, it's not only black, it's not only white people today. If me, Maza, or anyone else want power, take Beyonce, take Nicki Minaj. If you mingle with her, you will see. This is what happened to Kanye West. You will start, if your blood is strong enough, because you must be initiated. It is always has always something to do with the women. If we do this pact, la 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 la, then you see that this is not a woman no more. Then you see that this is a siren or a king of the or a snake or in water, a marine spirit or whatever. And you cannot enter into her room. You cannot talk to her. She's powerful. She controls everything. And as long as you have mixed up with her, mingled with her, she controls your life. Wilder. This guy is funny. Get beaten up. Wilder, the boxer, right? Oh, funny guy. You see? We cannot mixing things, our ancestry, with the ancestor things from the Muzungus. You will fall. You can never mix it up. So what they will do is using that what is inside of you for the best of your abilities. Okay, this is where we are losing a lot of soldiers or good women or whatever. I don't want to say that everyone that is has an interracial marriage or whatever, that it must has to do with witchcraft or whatever. No, but use this weapon of interracial marriage, okay, to fight the spirit of the Most High, which means that you can never bring a Jesus into this world. Okay? No one would something that is really funny. No one that, because one day I heard, no one that has this mixed blood will become a Jesus. No one. It's in the scripture. It's impossible. You can have the spirit of the Most High to all of us. You can also be a strong leader or whatever. But to become a king of Isolele. This is what they fought with Herod the king. He came because he had a little bit blood from the people. Now he became the king of Isolele. They started taking people from other countries to putting them there and saying that these people, because they have I have to say clear, they have violently take our women's and etc. and starting to say now something to do with that. Even in the kingdoms of Africa, our kings were they sold themselves out because of the Muzungu women's. They took our kings to countries, and there where they took them. They showed them women's. They showed them their lifestyle. And they said, no, how can it be that this women's, I tell you, makeup, boldness, bold. White women are very bold, okay? Bold. They don't care. You as a man is your power. You can come 10. They can do things there. It's your power. People are like shy. What will my father say? Whatever. Not the white woman. She's open for everything. And these kings, they're like, wow, I am a king already. I want also this meat. Boom, Nzinganguvu, the king of Congo. That's why you see today people in America say, you guys sold us, you guys sold us. Deuteronomy 28. Our kings, they showed them. You can't fight Shaka Zulu and all these people. They showed them the white flesh. And they say, yeah, I want it. And Tatanzambi is spirit. When I said no, why are you saying yes? Let me see. Let me show you these kinds of things now in the scriptures. Okay, so that you also understand really what happened, because maybe people think I'm just talking or whatever. No? Okay, let me go to my book. So it's this book right here. Okay, here we are. Samson and Delilah, right? Okay, great. Kimbo. For if you turn back and join the remnant of these nations, left here among you, and make marriages with them, so that you marry their women and yours. This is Joshua 23 and 12. Know that your creator will not continue to drive out these nations before you, which means you will lose power. Okay? Because I have to say it, okay? The sperms of a man, okay? I have to go one day, I have to explain those things, because I'm a teacher. Sorry. I know we have children's, whatever, but the sperms of men is a creation. There is much more there what you have to know, and you can't give it to everyone. And what happened is, the snake and trap for you a surge of your sides and the thorns in your eyes, till you perish from off this good land which the Tanzambi has given to you. Joshua 3:13. With other words, you will go to slavery, okay, because of a white woman, okay. Still today, the black man do not want to fight for his own, even his own land. He don't care about his children, women. He don't care about his parents or whatever. He's a selfish guy and thinks, let me do what I want. Even the biggest prophet, it happened even to the biggest prophets, brothers and sisters. I do not only talk about us normal people. I'm talking about the people in the scripture, and I mentioned their names. Okay, which means that here, like it's written here, a thorn in your eyes. Okay, everything that is white, it was for us like, this is what we want. You saw it with Michael Jackson. I don't believe that it was only sickness. You know, it is this complex. Okay, why I am black, why I'm not accepted, why did that Nzambi give me all this, but I am black. Black is ugly. Look at my wives. Look at my land. Look at this. I don't like that. I want to be like them. And this is how we choose Jesus, and especially a white Jesus, to become our God, because he looked so nice, you know, and his hairs were long and blue eyes. But this Jesus was like a vagabond. Hair is like a, you know, he didn't look like people. But I will come with the Jesus story. And I tell you, people will never ever think the same after these things. Okay? Because we are talking about the African avatar. And then don't talk about Simon Toko. Okay? Don't worry. Now, and it came to pass afterward that he loved the woman in the valley of Sorek, whose name was Delilah. And Delilah said to Samson, "Tell me, I pray thee, wherein thy great strength lieth, and where wilt thou mightest be bound to afflict thee?" And Samson went down to Timnah, and saw a woman in Timnah of the daughters of the Philistines. His father and his mother said to him, "Is there never a woman among the daughters of thy brethren, or among all my people, that thou goest to take a wife of the uncircumcised Philistines?" And Samson said unto his father, "Get here for me, for she pleases me well." Let me show my face now, because this is funny. Look, this is funny. This is always that what I've heard from my cousin and all them. They are treating me well. This is a revolution. It is a fight. Where are the warriors? Where are the women that wants to fight? Me, Massa. I went from Germany all the way up to take a woman. I even could to take a woman from the jungle because of that. Because of that. This person treats me well. You need to have this anger, this fire to say, no, I know why I don't want this kinds of tribes to be mingled among us. What kind of child or what kind of future will I have because of the circumstances that we black people live on this planet? I had even a problem with my sister, a man in the Dominican Republic. He doesn't know my customs. But because I know that they are also mixed, blah, blah, but he's a little bit light-skinned and very tall or whatever, I say, okay, it's okay. Maybe we can teach and whatever. He comes to Africa, he learns our... Okay? So, love, we don't... but, brothers and sisters, that Nzambi is looking for soldiers. And I will show you later one scriptures. It will shock all of you, because he's very clear. And this is what I love. I don't want to say his name. One of our teachers here, a great teacher, he had big problems. if it comes to women and whatever. But at last, he found his ways. Because this is where Satan looks upon us. Me, myself, still today, I have problems because of my, hey, I tell you, this is where Satan has his power. Who is a king? A wife. What kills a prophet? A woman. You can go to doctors. Why did you become poor? Yeah, my wife left me. All the stories that we heard in our lives, yeah, all the story from the kings, it was always because of a woman. She did this, she left, she betrayed her husband. Another king looked at someone else woman and he loved her. Even Abraham going to Egypt, he was like, hey, Abraham, go to Pharaoh, I don't want to die. Because there is power in the woman and the mixing thing. It's so power. I could be so bold in talking about things and you wouldn't believe. It has something to do with the chakra, with the creation, how the creation is made. A woman is the creation, okay? In her, there is soul. Did you see? There is soul. She is the creation. Never you will see a man giving birth. That's why no one can come and say, oh, white people, like some white people say they came from other planets and they fall here to this earth. Okay? This is what some white people say. No, they came out from a woman. This man from a woman. And it needs always two people. Not from the Holy Spirit or whatever. Two people. That's why don't joke. Don't do bad to your woman. Don't, can become very angry if you force your woman to do certain things. Okay? Very angry. It's like you're cursing your life. She has the creation in her. Okay? That's why they did all these things with the black woman, because she is the creator. It's like she's a god. Just to tell you the truth. Just to tell you, entered into the woman. This is where he hides. Okay? Be careful, black man. Huh? We have some trophies. Oh, I killed this woman here. Oh, I killed her. I killed this one. Oh, I catch this one too. But at last, you will die 3 times, 4 times. If you see that there's also something that is very dangerous, divorcing. If you divorce, it is a generation thing. This follows you. Because divorcing is like, because everything that is made here on earth is also made on heaven. So you cannot just divorce like you want. Be very careful with that too. You think, I 4 times. Look at their lives. They will divorce 6 times, 7 times, 8 times. And look at now later the lives of their sons and daughters. Be careful with this. I want to marry fast. I want to be very careful with that. And that was another thing that I wanted to say that was very important, but I forgot it because of this divorcing thing. Maybe it will come. Let us continue, because there's a lot of things to say. Um, now, Samson, huh? A good guy. No, he is the whole story about Samson. I think that most of us knows the story, but I can read a little bit. So Samson was a miracle child born to a woman who had been barren. His parents were told by an angel that Samson was to be a Nazarite all his life. Nazarites took a vow of holiness to abstain from wine and grapes, to not cut their hair or beard, and to avoid contact with dead bodies. As he grew up, the Bible says that Tanzami blessed Samson, and the spirit of the Tanzami began to stir in him. However, he grew into manhood. Samson's lusts overpowered him. After a series of foolish mistakes and bad decisions, he fell in love with a woman named Delilah. His affair with this woman from the valley of Sorek marked the beginning of his downfall and eventual demise. So it didn't take a long for the rich and powerful Philistines rulers to learn of the affair and immediately pay a visit to Delilah. At the same time, Samson was judge over Israel and had been taken out great nations of the Philistines. Hoping to capture him, the Philistines' leaders each offered Delilah a sum of the biggest the biggest enemy of the woman. I cannot even say it. Money. Money to collaborate with them in a to uncover the secret of Samson's great strength. Smitten with the liar and infatuated with his own extraordinary talents, Samson walked right into the destructive plot, using her powers of seduction and deception. The liar uh, persistently wore down Samson with her repeated requests until he finally divulged the crucial information. Having taken the Nazarite oath, the bird Samson had been set apart to Yah. As a part of that vow, his hairs was never be cut. Samson told the liar that his strength would leave him if a razor were to be used on his head. She cunningly crafted her plan with the Philistine rulers. While Samson slept on her lap, the liar called in a conspirator to shave off the seven braids of his hairs. Subdued and weak, Samson was. Rather than kill Samson, the Philistines preferred to humiliate him by gouging on his eyes and subjecting him to hard labor in Gaza prison. As he slaved at grinding grain, his hair began to grow back, but the careless Philistine paid no attention. And in spite of his horrible failures and sins of great consequence, Samson's heart now turned to Tatanzambi. He was humbled. Samson prayed to the Most High, and Tatanzambi answered. During a pagan sacrificial ritual, huh, the Philistines had gathered in Gaza to celebrate. As was their custom, they paraded Samson, their prized enemy prisoner, into the temple to entertain the jeering crowds. Samson braced himself between the two central support pillars of the temple and pushed with all his might. Down came the temple and everyone else in the temple. Through his death, Samson destroyed more of his enemies, and this one sacrificial act, then he had previously killed all the battles of his life. For by means of warish woman, a man is brought to piece of bread, and the adulterers will hunt for the precious life. So precious life. Proverbs 16. Let us go deeper. This is why the scriptures are important. But it came to pass, within while after, in time of wheat harvest, that Samson visited the wife with a kid. And he said, I will go into my wife into the chamber, but her father will not suffer him to go in. And her father said, I verily thought that thou hadst utterly hated her. Therefore I gave her to thy companion. Her younger sister fairer than she, take her, I pray thee, instead of her. So marrying a person is also marrying a person's identity, problems, okay, and family, okay. And this is something that even brought people like King Saul to death, because he did not finish up with his enemies. So why do you then give the skills, the blessings from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob to people that will definitely not support you, to people that will definitely try to kill you if you show them that you are from the Most High? The Spirit of the Most High is fought by all nations. Read Psalms 83. They hate the Most High, which is you. Okay? So if you show them your strength, your knowledge, okay, they will fight you for that. When the Germans knew, oh, Maza, this guy, is this the... Do you know what happened? They start showing, this is the boy. Wow, he's smart. He knows this. He's this talented. They had an eye on me. So if you come and they understand Usher, whatever, with his moves, if they understand Mayweather, so how can you fight for your people? That's why all these people, all these lying, coward, black dudes there, I don't like them at all. I don't like those people, because I know if someone is from us or if someone is not. We could build our towns, our cities, our community long time ago, having 10 more Black Wall Streets, where the pastors would really take the money and put it into our businesses, into our housings, and taking all this what they have and putting this into our lives. But they never did it. And they will also never do it. The Most High Spirit is fought. Now, then the Philistines said, who had done this? And they answered, Samson, the son-in-law of the timid, because he had taken his wife and given her to his companion. And the Philistine came up and burned her and her father with fire. Okay? People think, oh, this woman loves me so much. La, 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 la. As long you are giving them what they want, they love you. There is a fight going on in this cosmos. Do you know that? As long you are paying your taxes, as long you're giving them what they need, you're good. You're a good nigga. Okay? But now show them that you are Moses. Show them that you are rebellion. Show them that you love the Most High. You will become their worst nightmare. And it was told the gazettes saying Samson is come hither. And they compassed him in and laid wait for him all night in the gate of the city, and were quiet all the night, saying in the morning, when it is day, we shall kill him. And Samson called a zombie. Oh, Tatanzambi, remember me. Hmm? I pray thee and strengthen me. I pray thee only this once, O Tatanzambi, that I may be at once avenged of the Philistines for my 2 eyes. Did not Solomon, the king of Israel, sin by sins? Is written by Nehemiah 13 and 26. Yet among many nations was there no king like him, who was beloved of his Yah, and Yah made him king over all the black people. Nevertheless, even him did outlandish woman cause to sin. Do you get it? You know some scriptures. Let's go to Malachi. I think it's verse 2. Okay. Okay. Judah, have we not all one Father? Has not Tatanzambi created us? Why then are we faithless to one another, profaning the covenant of our fathers? Judah has been faithless, and has been committed in Israel and in Jerusalem. For Judah has profaned the sanctuary of Tatanzami, which he loves, and married the daughters of foreign gods. May Tatanzambi, Lord, cut them off from the tents of Jacob and descendants. And the man who does it, who brings an offering to the Tatanzambi of hosts, which means all the power that Zingam Guvu, all the power we had several kings in those areas up to the sub-Saharan Africa down. Because when we fall, all the other kingdoms in the western part and all the others fall too. We were the pillar. We suffered because of wins. Do you understand this? Huh? No, I didn't want it to go deeper this time, just to explain you what is in the human body. That's why the chemists, they're not lying if they say woman is a god. A man, definitely not. Okay? A man, definitely not. A man doesn't give life. He doesn't give life. My goodness. My goodness. Always showing fingers on others. Here, it's Judah. It's not only Solomon. It's not only David. The kings itself in the 1600s. Our kings, they were taken to Portugal, to all the kingdom. What they saw there, strip clubs, Why do you think that the white man, if he enters your lands, the first thing that he builds is a strip club, clubs everywhere, drugs, guns, huh? Prostitution everywhere? Why do you think he does it? Even the Jewish, do you know their story about prostitution? You will be surprised what kind of people they are. Go to the Polish lands and whatever, they will sell their child so that you can do whatever you want with them. My goodness, eh? So the tabernacle was destroyed. Huh? You know, the Tatanzami is spirit. You know, the spirit couldn't act no more. It couldn't protect us no more. It couldn't talk to us no more. The covenant was broken. And listen, that's not done. And this second thing, you cover the Lord's altar with tears, with weeping and groaning, because He's no longer regards offering or accept it with favor from your hands. But you say, why does He not? Because the Tanzami was witness between you and the wife of your youth, to whom you have been faithless. Okay? To be your companion and your wife by covenant. Did He not make them one with a portion of the Spirit in their union? So, and what was one Yah seeking? Godly offspring. You can hear sometimes very talented people in America, like young boys, or in the Caribbean and whatever, where we are, when they are blessed, I always say, take care of your child. Take care. Me myself, I am a child like this. I know where I come from. I was doing whatever what I want to do in my life. Okay, a very smart, intellectual guy, but also crazy. Still today, I have this movement, you know. But the Tanzania made me like this because I am a warrior. I don't see two worlds for fun. I know I am like this because if I would be like, I love everyone, like a hypocrite, I couldn't make that thing what I do. If you're a spiritual person, pray. Never hear that what some other people make their videos from. Never, because the spirit will tell you, this is my son. This is the guy that I have sent. This is why I am like I am. So some of you are like this too. So when you say, you know, I know, you know, my mother, not my father was a guy from the streets, whatever. My mother was a woman that works in the tabernacle. Praying in the tabernacle, my mother received a vision. This is your husband. This is your husband. And this is why his mother, okay? And to receive me. My father had several women because it took time for her to give life. Beat him, home, but at last, Masa came out. You see? So I just want to tell you, this is the same story what happened with Abraham and Sarai. Okay? The other child was wanted, Ishmael. Esau, the rebellion, the same. What happened to them? We know that one slew the other because his spirit was did not take his offering. He said, no, you're not from me. Even among our families, we have a black sheep, children. They're always different. And other people want to, I have to say, they would even like to kill you in your family. They don't like each other. Be careful. So the Tanzambi is a spirit that's flawed in this planet. And he, or let's say clear, the angels, the ancestors, they live in us. You are nothing more than a vessel. So he say, where should I live? Where should I go if you don't give me a child? I need somewhere. I have to live somewhere. I have explained to you, if you do good to people, you're doing good to the Most High. If you do bad to people, you're doing bad to the Most High. The Most High is man too. Now, let us go deeper and what he said. He said, not make them one with a portion of the spirit in their union. And what was the one? Yeah, seeking godly offspring. So guard yourself in your spirit. He talks about the manga. Okay, that's why many people say, oh, I can do whatever. No, your body receives spirits, and it is the spirit that is the problem here, and it is the spirit that leads other people, these other countries, and whatever. The devil is spirit instead of man, and his angels too. And this is why we fight each other. Let none of you be faithless to the wife of your youth. For the man who does not love his wife but divorces her, says that the Zambi of Israel, covers his garment with says that the Zambi of Israel. Guard yourself in your spirit and do not be faithless. I told you about the divorce. I told you, and even the scriptures is saying it here again. Yeah. Um. Hey, I think I should end here. It's 1 hour and 30 minutes again. I hope you understood this message. Um. So interracial or from different tribes. This is an interracial problem, but it has also to do with different tribes. Yeah, every tribe that is not doesn't serve the same God like you. That's why later, now in our 21st century, the thing is that because that you know when you want to marry someone or you want to be together with someone, it's always better to find someone that shares the same spirit like you, that has the same belief. Because if not, you will suffer. You will automatically suffer. You will lose your faith. You will lose you will lose the Most High because you just love someone. That's why Muslims never, even if they're married to someone that is not a Muslim, this person will become a Muslim. They will do everything that this person also becomes a Muslim. All these Mormons, Jehovah Wickedness, all these people, they do the same. You have to become one of them by initiation. By initiation. Okay? Okay. Is there another question? I'm always sure people are watching, but no one is writing anything. Wow. Yeah. Is there a problem if a black man marries a mixed race woman whose father was black? Okay, good question. Very good question. The thing is, I said very clear, we are mixed already. Many of us are mixed already. If you marry a mixed child, a mulatto, okay, a mulatto is the right name. If you marry a mulatto, there is no problem with that. But you have always, your blood has always to domine the mulatto. The Most High Spirit has always to be stronger. Also to the chance and show them your culture, your language, whatever, so that these children have also a chance later to give birth to that what is yours. There will be no new world. Your family tribes. If you die, you will meet your families. They will come. Hey, brother Jones, we're here. What? You're waiting for me? Yeah, we have waited for you all the time. How does it go? Do you know Masa? Did you hear his preaching? Did you hear? Did you go visit this auntie? And now you're here. There's a world inside worlds. You are your forefathers. You are your future. Okay? So be careful what you do. Never forget who you are. Remember who you are. Remember always who you are. If the white man dies, they was talking about Valhalla. We will sit in Valhalla with our. They even bury the white people with gold, diamonds, and all these kinds of things. Do you remember? Blind and dumb? No. What if you have a child with white woman? Oh my goodness. Uh, this not married thing is a very, very problematic thing. The woman is the child is a bastard. He's not blessed normally. He's not. What should I say? He is not recognized. Yeah, in the Bantu culture, he's not recognized as your child or whatever. He's not there. He's like just a man. And this happens to many of us, that some mans or whatever do not marry their mother, your mother, or someone else. This happens very often. So let Dadanzambi be the judge. Yeah, but for the child that is mixed, I think then the child will be also a mulatto. Show him your culture. Show him as possible. And the white woman, tell her and show her not 50%, not 70%, but 150% who black people are. That she have to, to fight for the same fight that you fight. She have to be 100% behind you. And show her your beliefs and culture. You have to share the same spirit, because if the enemy comes, is stronger than you, because the enemy will go to her first to attack you. Do children coming from bad parents, do they have a bad karma from another lifetime? I did not understand that question. Do you know Sometimes you see someone of your child and he looks like a grandfather or grandmother or whatever. Or your mother will say, hey, do you know your child looks like this and this person a long time ago? Okay. There are even people that died here today and tomorrow they can come back. Okay. Just for you to know, yeah, that we do not remember no more who we are, because we I have to make a complete video about that, because this is there's steps that will happen after days. I have to make a complete video about that. Okay. The Bible, we are so sticked in the Bible that we do think that there's no reincarnation, but the Bible explains about the reincarnations very well. If I break down the Bible about reincarnation, you will find every prophecy that came before inside of someone outside there. You will find, even the scripture says in the last times they will come back, they will come back, they will come back, which means there is a reincarnation. Okay. So easy is it? Yeah. But you have to know your path that you go, the path that you go in your life, all the points, the good things, the bad. You you are here, you are here, okay, to making your future. If you are so poor, if you're made poor, do that what you have to do, and then do the best as you can from that what was given to you. Do not steal, do not kill, do not do these things. Do not do these things. Questions, huh? When is the blood? Let me see. When is the blood cleansed from being a descendant of interracial parents? Is it in the third or fourth generations? Yeah, it's normally after the fourth generations, and it's normally after the fourth generations. This is now what is happening with us. We are passing now the fourth generations, and we muntus, that are scattered to the four corners of the earth. Our curses are now changing to be good again. We are receiving now our blessings again because we were cursed. To that, what you have heard there, the kings and the people, even the land, he punished us, and he blessed the others. We have to know that. But now it's going backwards. So there's another question. I mean, your parents were drug addicts and the child being punished for bad karma from another lifetime. Oh my goodness, yeah. It happens. But it can also be that, it can also be that there is even if your parents are drug addict, that you will do something, that you will bring fruit, that you will help, that you will be blessed. We don't put the devil on the wall. We are different. And that's why I have one day to explain what a woman is. She's a creator. Hey, there can be all men's dying and one woman. You will see the world will come back. You will see it easily. Okay? This is what I was saying. Never do bad to your woman. Be careful of that what your woman say. Do you know this Lilith story in the scriptures and all these things? Adam and Eve, and who was punished for that? What Eve have done? Who was punished? Eve? Adam, what did you do? Father, are you there? Be very careful. Um, a blessing behind families. Huh? A blessing behind families. If you live good with your wife, it's like you close your family. Leaves his parents and goes and make a family. So if your families were drug addict or whatever, you will leave your family. And there where you go, you will make a family. You will become a Christ. And a new blessing can come. And if you're one with your wife and your child, you will become the next shoemaker. You will become the next, the most blessed people in this world. They have their families. They are like this. Create company things is because you are united with your family. Okay, so this is how it is. Because your parents or whatever, they are, cursed. If something happens to your parents or whatever, their side, their families, it always has also to do with their families. It cannot only be your parents. It can also be that they're from their side, from your father's side or your mother's side, something goes wrong. This doesn't mean that it must affect you. And if you go out of it, yeah, because they're born in people in families that do rituals and whatever. Very crazy families outside there, which means that if you come outside of something like that, and the Most High sees you somewhere, and he recruits you, yeah, to be his soldier, you are a new creature. You're a new creature. But what I have to tell you is, your parents will be stick always the same. They will be always the same parents. Your family will be always the same, even if the change, which means the fight will be even bigger. Bigger. Because you are light and you have millions of enemies. Ingeta. Is there something? I think that's it. Thank you, Yaya Bundi. Thank you for all these mothers. They used to learn so many things. I wanted to go deeper and show what a woman is, but the spirit stopped me because men's they something messing with. Yeah, exactly. This is what I wanted to say. Um, it is very important for a man if he likes a lot of women, several women or whatever. If he have this appetite to have more than one woman, um, it is hard to say that because no, not in our Christian world or whatever. I don't accept this. A man have to sit down with his wife and talk with her why he wants this more women or whatever. Maybe he wants more child. Have to speak out and say, look, my attention is to have 2 or 3 women. Here, I show you. Maybe you don't have to meet her, but I have another woman there, and this and this. Will be like, what's going on here? He have to open up. If he do not open up, like I said, everything that comes out of a woman's mouth is a barrier, is a blockage. Because how do people die? Before you die, you start seeing that some things are you getting symptoms. You start showing up that you will die. People that are near you, they will say, showing up, he wants to go. You become sick, or you will start showing some things. Yeah, you start giving people money and starting telling to your son, "I do you know what? Maybe I will not be no more," or to your best friend or whatever. You start. You will go. You're about to travel. Now, words have power. Your own mother sees a son is about to passing away. Something wants to happen to her son. The mother can say, "Father, Me, I was not doing anything against my son. I don't want my son to die. Take me, whatever. This son will not die. Before someone die, his name is in the dead book. They take his name and put it into the dead book. But if your family, if people that doesn't have anything to do with his death and declare and say, we doesn't have anything to do, it's our blood, this person will not die. This person can't die. Do you know that? Huh? You can't even wake up the death if it comes to this. Your time has not come. No. Who wants to see you death? And you will see the person that wants to see him death, he will die. Traditions are bigger than religion. Tradition, blood is thicker than water. Okay? Thank you.